Welcome to round 3 of the 2025 Porsche 944 Challenge Series Australia. Round 3 is presented by Bowden's own car care products, with thanks to our supporting partners, Porsche Australia, Advan Yokohama Tyres, Trico, seeing you through, Melbourne Paving, Don Watson Transport, Butcher's Diner Melbourne, Campione Electrics, AVI Technology, Poolmaster Bayside, Raceline, 888 Home Loans, Pit Lane Clothing. Round 3 sees the National Championship head back to one of the world's best and fastest racetracks, the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit. Located around 130 km southeast of Melbourne, the circuit is 4.4 km long and runs in an anti-clockwise direction. The world-famous track is well known for being fast and furious, with a high average outright speed due to its flowing corners and undulation. Plus its location means weather always plays a part. Overall there are 12 corners. The key ones to watch out for are: Turn 1, a high-speed entry corner. Turn 4, a tight hairpin but a great passing opportunity under brakes. Turn 10, a steep drop-down section of the track known as Lukey Heights. And Turn 12, another high-speed corner, which leads onto the main front straight, and towards the start-finish line. Qualifying took place on Saturday morning in challenging conditions, with heavy overnight rain leaving the track still damp in places, and it was the two-time series champion Jamie Westaway who took pole over current championship leader and 5-time series champion Cameron Bella. Multiple race winner Adam Brewer will start out of position 3, alongside young gun Carter Fox, who impressed in his number 7 machine. Another race winner, Mark Torberts, comes next, this time in the bright yellow number 66 Pipecraft car, whilst Tony Andrzejewski returns for his first outing of the season and he'll start from P6. Another Westaway, Michael, continues his strong form from Calder and he'll start from position 7. With the Auto Coupe number 84 car of PJ Grant next to him in P8. Also starting his campaign for 2025, Josh Brisbane makes an impressive return to the field in his beautiful number 56 green machine, starting on row 5, and one to watch, alongside the ever-improving Sam Rofe in his stunning number 68 PCM car. Jack Atley comes next, in the Pit Lane Clothing number 35 machine, with the Melbourne Paving car of Nick Carpenter alongside him. And another one to watch, Andrew Goldman, makes up row 7, in his number 333 Carpet Shed racing car, as he rounds out the 13-car field. In a slightly different format, the field rolled out for the first of 4 races for the weekend, and race 1 began on Saturday afternoon. As if often the case at Phillip Island, the heavens opened up, meaning the field was facing very challenging and fully wet conditions. Drama even before the start, with a clutch failure found by his team after qualifying, meaning Carter Fox would be forced to sit out race 1, a big disappointment after a great qualifying performance.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit, with the Porsche 944s making their way out onto track for our first race.
The field lined up, and despite Westaway grabbing pole position, it was the reigning champion Bella who led the charge into turn 1. Torberts too got away well. Westaway eventually up to speed, sliding past Brewer. But a wet start setup meant Brisbane was left stranded off the line, getting passed by multiple cars and dropping him all the way to the back of the field. Rofe faced some early peril too, sliding off on the fast and slippery turn 1, somehow managing to keep it off the wall and continue on in the challenging conditions. The number 56 of Brisbane wasn't done though, and he began to show true skill. not only returning to racing for the first time this year, but then having to fight his way all the way back up through the field. Attlee was the first target, then Goldman, then Michael Westaway, around the outside at turn 2. Quickly followed by taking Carpenter, also coming out of turn 2. Then getting past Torberts too, as the pair came over the top of Lukey Heights. And eventually, Andrzejewski as well, again, this time as the pair rounded turn 2. Out in front, no one could touch the reigning champion and current series leader, Bella, as he marched on ahead of the field, showing his true wet weather skills. An amazing performance in very wet and challenging conditions, taking a commanding victory and getting his weekend off to the perfect start. So it's the 5-time series champion Cameron Bella who takes a strong win in race 1. Over Jamie Westaway, Adam Brewer completes the podium. The Green Butchers Diner sponsored car of Josh Brisbane with the drive of the race comes home for an incredible 4th place, after a mechanical issue off the line saw him start from the back of the field, an amazing performance. And Tony Andrzejewski shows he's lost no pace as he returns to racing too, with a strong 5th place. Andrew Goldman with his highest finish of the season so far, home in 8th. Peter Grant completes the top 10. Jack Attlee and Sam Rofe just outside that. And the disappointing mechanical failure meant Carter Fox remained unclassified. On Sunday morning the field rolled out for race 2, and whilst heavy overnight rain had cleared, the still damp track remained slippery, meaning caution would be required. All drivers thankful for some dry running after yesterday's very challenging conditions. This also meant the times and racing would be a lot faster. The start of any race is always a tense time, so many cars eager to get away. And of course, being only inches apart means it's an unpredictable and exciting part of the 944 series. The drivers themselves, though, see it as a great passing opportunity. The front rows away well. Meanwhile at the back, Michael Westaway was swamped off the line, leaving him with plenty of work to do. Torberts, Fox, Grant, Goldman and Rofe all away well. Attlee too sliding past the number 45 off the line. Bella charged into the lead, but the number 28 of Westaway was right there too. And of course, Brewer also, only inches away. Down into Honda hairpin for the first time, and the pack bunches up. Onboard vision, showing just how hard and fast the racing can be, especially on lap 1. Goldman slid past Grant, and Fox too was on the hunt. And with the track now dry, the field was let loose. The top 3 of Westaway, Bella, and Brewer all settled in, as the chasing pack again bunched up under brakes at the steep decline part of the track, known as MG Corner. Spectators love this spot, as it allows such close racing, and a distinct drive is required to punch the cars out of the corner, launching them towards the long front straight. This long straight also means great slipstreaming, a move done by the drivers, whereby they sit very close to the car in front, in order to minimize drag, and therefore gain a second or two, and a few extra meters in pace, which can often let them pass. With the cars being so close, Attlee took advantage of exactly this, managing to grab positions on Grant, and then Goldman, into the fast turn 1. Then Michael Westaway began his charge through the field, firstly, grabbing Goldman. Then Grant, again using the slipstream, to take advantage, into turn 1. Then, using the speed through the fast turn 3 at around 190 km/h, passing Atlee, under brakes into Honda hairpin. Amazingly, with exactly the same move on the next lap, taking Roth. And unbelievably, for the third time, literally an identical move saw him take Carpenter as well. Andreevski too was steadily climbing, passing Brisbane, as the pair went up through Lukey Heights. Up front, the fight for the lead was really heating up. The top three swapping places on multiple occasions at high speed. A real game of inches with true courage and skill shown by all drivers. None of the front three were giving an inch, a high-speed game of chess, with Brewer and Westerway and Bella all swapping positions on multiple occasions. Literally with inches to spare. At well over 200 km/h. Brewer attacked the defending champ Bella. And then a full send move saw him get past the two-time champion Jamie Westerway as well, shooting him into the lead with Fox wasn't finished either, nabbing Brisbane, as the pair went through the very fast flat-out turn 3. Eventually, literally after the last corner, it was the number 3 car of previous multiple race winner, Adam Brewer, who pulled off a sensational last lap pass, taking advantage of the famous Phillip Island slipstream in the last 100 meters to somehow pull off a remarkable victory, home by inches over Jamie Westerway and Bella. The celebrations showing just how hard fought and how much the victory meant to the likeable Brewer. So after another epic 9-4-4 battle, in the end, it's Adam Brewer who just gets home to take victory, by 1/10 of a second over Jamie Westerway. And again, just another 2/10 of a second, back to Cameron Bella, who completes the podium in third place. Mark Torberts returns to the pointy end, home in 4th. Tony Andrzejewski and Josh Brisbane continuing on from their good races yesterday, in 5th and 6th. Michael Westaway with the drive of the race, up to 7th after being swamped off the line. Sam Rofe bounces back too, moving up 4 places into 9th, whilst Jack Atley completes the top 10, missing 9th by just 7/10 of a second. Peter Grant and Andrew Goldman just outside that. And with Carter Fox's newly acquired overnight machine unfortunately failing post-race scrutineering, this meant his frustrating weekend continued. On mid-Sunday morning, race 3 of the weekend, and the weather remained fine and dry. The first 2 rows away well with Brewer launching into the lead ahead of Westaway and Bella. The 944 series is well known for its close hard racing, where some of the best Porsche race car drivers in the country go head-to-head and nose-to-tail, only inches apart, week after week, lap after lap. And whilst this is great for the fans, the competition is certainly high pressure and high intensity. The field bunching up at Honda hairpin. Sure enough, drama soon followed. The number 20 of Fox and the number 14 of Carpenter coming together as they approached the very fast Hayshed section of the track. The grass and excellent runoff areas slowing the cars, but still a brush with the fence for Carpenter. Thankfully, both drivers okay. But unfortunately as well, the impact saw both cars out of the race. Andrzejewski too saw his chance on Brisbane after the number 56 had a scary slide through the very fast turn 12. His car sideways at almost 180 km/h, allowing the number 27 to pounce down the straight. Rofe following close behind, having to slightly lift, and with the margins in the 944 Challenge Series being so close, this allowed Michael Westaway to grab his chance, firstly taking Rofe, then Brisbane into the fast turn 1. Brewer had jumped away well, and was showing fast pace. But suddenly a rare lose under brakes and a slide and subsequent spin saw the race 2 winner fall, allowing Westaway, Bella and Torberts to all get through. From there the field settled and it remained pretty steady throughout, Andrzejewski remaining calm in 5th, Michael Westaway steady in 6th, and the consistent Brisbane all punching out metronomic times. Atley, in the pit lane clothing car, could see his chance though, as he fought to reel in, and eventually, pass Rofe. Once again using the slipstream effect. As the pair went side by side at high speed, down the long straight, and into turn 1. Out in front, the number 28 of Jamie Westaway remained too strong, too consistent and measured, eventually cruising to a somewhat comfortable victory over arch-rival Bella. This time, however, Bella did have to fight, with Torberts pushing the number 1 car all the way to the line, narrowly missing second spot by just 1/10 of a second, but home for a well-deserved third place. So it's the two-time series champion Jamie Westaway who breaks through for his first victory of the weekend. Cam Bella with another solid second, and Mark Torberts sees glory too, taking his first podium of the season with a strong third place in the Pipecraft car. Tony Andrzejewski continues his good return form with another solid fifth. Jack Atley up to 8th. Sam Rofe and Peter Grant complete the top 10. Andrew Goldman just outside that. And incidents between Carter Fox and Nick Carpenter leaving them to ponder what may have been. Race 4 of the weekend, and the field rolled out in beautiful dry and clean conditions, and, as the sun set on a great weekend of racing, the world-famous circuit also decided to put on a picturesque show, looking her stunning best in the late afternoon light. Fox was also keen to make moves early. Atley also getting a fast start, grabbing both Brisbane and Michael Westaway off the line, nudging up on Andrzejewski for 5th spot, but the number 27 held on. Rofe, once again, showing he too has a fast car off the line, and Torberts too settled in behind Brewer. Atley then also too hard into Honda corner for the first time, the lock-up allowing Michael Westaway to pounce. And after a great start by him, Sammy Rofe too found out the hard way that the Honda hairpin continues to bite, pushing too hard too early on cold tyres, the subsequent spin putting him to the back of the field. It wasn't long before Brisbane fought back too, grabbing Atley under brakes into MG corner. Up front, the usual suspects of Bella, Westaway and Brewer were all going at it. Torberts too was hanging in, fighting hard and not far off the top 3, sitting comfortably in 4th. A real dogfight for the final victory of the weekend. Bella and Westaway continued to swap the lead, lap after lap, inches apart at well over 200 km/h. The two showed why they are both multiple champions with 7 championships between them. Brewer too all the while, right in the hunt. Mid-pack, the battle was still raging between Goldman, Grant and Rofe for the final, top 10 spot. Grant eventually getting past the number 333 car of Gold. And Rofe also attacking hard, but in the end it was Goldman who hung on. Westaway too wanted to close out the weekend at the fast circuit on a winning note, managing to grab the lead from Bella with 3 laps to go. Despite the 5-time series champion throwing absolutely everything at the number 28 car in the end, and after yet another epic 944 fight, it was Jamie Westaway narrowly managing to hold off Bella for the win literally by the barest of margins. Once again yet another epic Westaway-Bella Brewer battle for victory. With the setting sun producing a stunning final memory for all involved. And after another incredible final race, it's Jamie Westaway who takes his second victory of the weekend, home literally by a matter of inches, over Cameron Bella, and, It's Adam Brewer who completes another podium. A very strong weekend for the number 3 car. Mark Torbett sees another solid 4th place, maintaining his great weekend too. Carter Fox on the board with a strong 5th. After starting last, Josh Brisbane completes his consistent weekend. And PJ Grant completes the top 10. Andrew Goldman just outside that, but with a good solid weekend. And Sammy Rofe, showing great speed all weekend too, completes the runners. So, looking at the points tallies after round 3, as the 944 Challenge Series competes nationally, as well as locally in Australian states, there are 2 sets of championship points awarded to the drivers. And firstly, looking at the Victorian State Series, it's reigning champion Cameron Bella who now extends his lead, sitting pretty at the top of the leaderboard, but with just 2 points now separating Jamie Westaway and Adam Brewer, both still very much in the hunt. A consistent weekend at Phillip Island sees Mark Torbett now move up and announce his place in the top 4. PJ Grant and Mark Verdino also now separated by just 2 points. Nick Carpenter remains in 7th, but Jack Atley, Michael Westaway, and Sam Rofe all big movers, completing the top 10. Over the page and it's Tony Westaway just outside that. Tony Andrzejewski and Josh Brisbane explode onto the table, after both having big weekends at Phillip Island, seeing him move up into 11th and 12th. The injured Andrew Jackman and 4-time series champion Chris Lewis-Williams, certainly ones to watch. Andrew Goldman also now moving up, now sits 17th. John Venoras and Lyndon Watson yet to open their accounts. Whilst in the overall 944 Challenge Series, again it's Cameron Bella who leads the tally, but now with Adam Brewer and Jamie Westaway firmly snapping at the heels. Mark Torbett cements his spot in the top 4. PJ Grant remains in 5th. But Jack Atley now makes his move, up 4 spots into 6th place. Mark Verdino and Sam Rofe now tied in 7th. Nick Carpenter dropping slightly back, and Michael Westaway now reaping the rewards of 2 good rounds, as he completes the top 10. Andrew Goldman up to 13th on the table. Tony Andrzejewski and Josh Brisbane banking points. Peter James completes the top 20. And again, it's Johnny Venoras and Lyndon Watson who round out the table after round 3. If it's close, hard and fast racing in stunning Porsche machinery on some of Australia's best racetracks that you're after, head over to our website www.944challenge.com. The 944 Challenge Series will be back, bigger and better for round 4. As the championship moves interstate to the world-class Bend Circuit in South Australia. On the 11th to the 13th of July, we look forward to seeing you there. This has been a production by Pit Lane Media.